Hey guys, it is Robin, the lady biker. How's everyone today? Oh, I am out for a ride, and I wanted to take a moment to do a review on my Super Reach seat from Harley Davidson. Hey guys, if you have seen any of my previous videos, and I'll have the link down to them in the description, one of them specifically is about making her mine, and it was some of the modifications I made to my girl Scarlett. We're out for this run. One of the things that, if anything, I've got some negative comments about was my Super Reach seat. Now, if you don't know what that is, for those of you who are tall or who ride more street bikes or are just unfamiliar with them, because I know I've met a lot of Harley riders that had no idea that Harley made Reach seats for their bikes. Well, on the touring bike, they have a Reach seat, and then they have a Super Reach seat. For me, I chose the Super Reach seat. Now, just real quick, it's more narrow at the horn. So right here by the tank, it's more narrow. I want to say it's almost an inch more narrow. The seat is designed to drop me an inch down and then push me forward. I believe it's 2.5 inches. Check in the description to make sure that my memory serves me correct. Anyway, so I love this seat. I absolutely love this seat. So you ladies out there, especially, now I'm 5'6", and I ride a Road King. And if you're looking at getting one of the bigger touring bikes, before you ever consider jacking with the suspension, go to your dealership, get a demo, and check out this seat. I absolutely love it. So, there are some goods and there are some bads. So let's go through the checklist. One, and I know this is going to be one that a lot of you are going to ask is, well, how many miles have I put on it? And have I done a long ride? How do I know? Because I've already had some negative comments in that general direction. Scarlett has just over, I need to look, I think it's like 15,000 and a little over 600 miles on her. And I've put every single one of those miles on her. And I've had this seat since, I guess, right at about 500 miles is when it finally came in and I was able to change out the seat. So I've put about 15,000 miles in the saddle on this seat. So I definitely feel like I have enough miles to give a legitimate review on him. And in addition, I did 2 8-day, like one was almost 2,600 miles and one was almost 2,900 mile trips on this bike in this seat. So the second thing was, would it be comfortable? Is it comfortable, or would it cause numbness in the glutes, problems in the low back? I can tell you right now, I did many 400 plus days in this saddle, and I never had lower back pain. I never had any problems with my legs or my glutes going numb. There is plenty of cushion. It is a very, very comfortable seat. And in fact, when I get back to the garage, I'll add on a little bit more bonus video to kind of show you some of the features I'm talking about. But the way this seat is set is it's a very sharp U-shape. So it really sets me down, but it also creates almost a low backrest. It is phenomenal. So, number 3, the fact that it does really curve, and it's a very sharp U saddle shape, a deep U saddle shape. What I like about it is it puts me almost on the tank. which for when I'm in a parking lot doing slower maneuvers, it puts me right over the center of gravity of the bike. So I have more control of this big bike. It really helps in my gravity. It just sets me solidly in the saddle. I do not slip in this seat at all. I am set. It's really a secure feeling, especially when you're going down the highway at, you know, some parts out in the Southwest. The speed is 85, and we all know cars are running much faster than 80. So you have to keep up or get run over. It's outstanding. I love that. Those are the biggest ones. Is not only does it maintain its cushion, but it sets me in the right position, and it really holds me. It gives me some support in my back. And because it is more narrow and it drops me down, it gives me much, so this would be 4. It gives me much more leverage when I am trying to back in and out of a parking spot, trying to move her around in the garage, things like that. I can flat foot her because of this seat. So that really, really makes a difference in being able to control. So let's talk about some negatives. One negative, it's one of the more expensive seats that Harley-Davidson produces. So there is a higher cost to, say, the stock seat or some of the other ones that you might be able to have access to. Number 2, they almost never have them in stock. They almost always have to order them because most people don't even know that they're out there, let alone, and truthfully, most of the people that ride these big touring bikes are much taller than my 5'6" stature. So there's not really that much of a need. It's only whenever you get someone who's a little bit on the smaller side that wants to ride one. Number 3, how am I going to put this delicately? Okay. Because it is such an extreme U-shape, gentlemen out there, you may find it a little uncomfortable to sit in the seat, to sit in the saddle. So physically, it might be a little bit uncomfortable for some out there. So anyway, guys, those are the positives, negatives, and the thoughts I have on this Super Reach seat. It is an outstanding seat, in my opinion. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the ride portion of this video off, and I'll catch you back in the garage.
Okay guys, change in plans. I am just here on this little cute little back road here in California. Had to stop and change out my GoPro batteries because we all know that GoPro batteries do tend to run out quickly. So I thought, well, since I'm here, let's talk about the Reach seat. So like I said, this is a positive and a negative. This is a Super Reach seat. So see what I was talking about with that really sharp U shape? Now, for me, I love this because it puts me very close to the tank, right over the center of gravity. And being a woman who's on the smaller side, it really does help with my ability to control the bike, not only whenever I'm stopped like this, but also when I'm riding, because it just puts me right over the center of gravity. And that's the positive. The negative, guys, is for you guys, like I said, depends on the seat. It could become slightly uncomfortable for some of y'all. So, but with this sharp U shape, it gives us that, and it gives me this really deep set here. So this is what I was saying about why it felt so good whenever I rode, because I have support there in my low back. But as you can tell, normally, most of the stock seats are about here. So it pushes you quite a bit further forward. The other thing is it is more narrow right here by the tank. So for those of us who are a little bit on the shorter side, it allows us to reach the ground sooner, as well as the fact that it comes down an inch lower. Now, I don't know how they restructured the bottom of it, but there is just as much padding here as there is on my husband's stock seat. So guys, This is what, oh, and another positive that I forgot to mention, because of the way it's structured, if any of you ever do decide to ride double up, check that passenger back seat. I mean, this sucker's huge. So guys, let's jump back up on the road. Okay guys, well, back on the road, headed back into Santa Barbara. And that's it. That's my thoughts on the Harley-Davidson Super Reach seat. So guys, I've got some links down in the description for if you want to check it out. But seriously, it's a phenomenal seat. I highly recommend it for anyone who is riding a touring bike and wants something with a little bit more, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Just a little bit more like control and a little bit more reach, because it really does make a difference. So with that, guys, for those of you that can, get out and ride, have fun, be safe, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Bye.